What's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley back with you for an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends over at Stanley Law Offices, Welch & Company Jewelers, and Elevate Fitness of Syracuse. The Bills head into their final preseason game tonight in Carolina against the Carolina Panthers and in Charlotte. And so one intriguing position battle for the Bills right now, and you look at cornerback, you look at the defensive ends with Shaq Lawson, Boogie Basham, the corners that I just mentioned, between guys like Christian Benford, and to see who's going to be the starting corner opposite Dane Jackson, right? Because now you've got Kyrie Elam and you've got Benford. They both battled as rookies. One's a first rounder, one's a sixth rounder. Those are all position battles across the board. But the one I'm focused in on mostly is tight end. And you have a bunch of guys sort of in the mix right behind Dawson Knox. Dawson Knox is clear-cut tight end number one, right? He's TE1, no doubt about it. From there, what do the Bills do? You've got Tommy Sweeney, who's a locker room favorite, who, was kept on the roster last year. Josh Allen has said this is the best camp that he's seen out of Sweeney as a Buffalo Bill. So he has a leg up in those departments. Meanwhile, you have O.J. Howard, who the Bills signed for $3.5 million. There's not going to be a lot of savings on Howard if you cut him. The only way you save a couple million or more is if you trade him. Can the Bills find a trade partner, perhaps have them pick up all the money and give them a draft pick? I don't know. Hello, New York Giants. I mean, they just lost two guys on the backup side of things, right? At the tight end position, they just got put on injured reserve. Maybe that's a case in point there where O.J. Howard goes to the New York Football Giants. And then you have a very interesting situation after Quinton Morris and Tommy Sweeney in terms of this tight end position. After Sweeney and Howard, you have Quinton Morris, who has had an unbelievable preseason. He's had an unbelievable camp. This guy is kind of a four-phase type player. He can run routes better than Howard. He's a better receiver than Howard. Howard's a better blocker. But Quinton Morris also has one thing that O.J. Howard does not, and that's that he can play special teams. And when you look at this guy, receiver, route runner, special teams, and blocker, good enough blocker, not as good as Howard, but good enough. Quinton Morris, to me, right now, is the leader in the clubhouse. I mean, I think he probably is the guy the Bills can ill afford to lose. And oh, by the way, they have him under team control here for another few years, right? So, you got him on a very serviceable contract. He's a guy who's versatile, can play all over the place. Bean and McDermott love that. And so let's see what happens here between the tight ends of Quinton Morris, Tommy Sweeney, and of course, O.J. Howard. There's a possibility that two guys could be kept. There's a possibility three guys could be kept. There's a possibility that all four could be kept. And then the Bills find a way to get rid of somebody else. Maybe that at that point is a Zach Moss type of trade, or at least reserved to the practice squad, or a cut. Who knows? But the tight end position is very fascinating going into tonight's game against the Carolina Panthers. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's an ML Sports Take brought to you by our great friends at the Vincent Guerra Consulting Group, Ken's Auto Detailing, and Barks and Rec Doggy Daycare. Hey, coming up this football season, don't forget to be on the lookout for my shirt rips every single week, whether it's shirt rip Thursday for opening night, or Sunday, or a Monday. I mean, the Bills are playing all over the place. Thanksgiving Thursday, every day of the week, it seems like. But every single week, hopefully, I'll be able to grab the shirts from a trade partner and do my shirt rip and in the preview of that day's game. So really appreciate you watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. As I always tell you, enjoy the games.